The other night I was watching a show. It's called The Upstart Crow. It's kind of a satire, but a good feeling, kind of funny show about Shakespeare. It's hilarious most of the time. This particular episode had a surprisingly poignant and tragic twist because it dealt with the death of Shakespeare's son, Hamnet, who passed away when he was only 11. And the show concludes with the actor who's playing Shakespeare sitting by the fire with his wife. And he says these words, these few lines. Grief fills up the room of my absent child. Lies in his bed, walks up and down with me, puts on his pretty looks, repeats his words, remembers me in all his finest parts, stuffs out his vacant garments with his shape. Is grief then become my friend? So after hearing this, of course, I had to rush to Google where had these lines come from. And it's a short soliloquy by Constance in the play King John. I wasn't aware of. I did a little bit of research on the story of that play, and she's mourning the death of her son Arthur. So captivated by the power of these words, of the expression of, over, I think it's 600 years ago now, that this person was able to capture the essence of how you would feel having lost your child. And I repeated those words to myself over and over again, and read them, and they just caught me. And I thought, I have to have more. I've got to watch more Shakespeare. I found a production of As You Like It, something kind of comic. And even in the comic, there are so many references, quotes that become absorbed, part of our literature, part of our life, the way we talk, the way we see, the way we feel, the way we express. And he wrote so many plays, and there are so many words, and just the richness that he gave to us, this one person. I started to think more about other people that we're heir to. And some people might think it's blasphemous to equate Jesus and Shakespeare and Beethoven. To me, these are all humans. In my mind, they're all people who were able to access, receive and channel this knowledge, this wisdom, this empathy, this experience, this understanding of human experience that we are all heir to, that we all are entitled to, appreciate and grow and nurture. And this is becoming part of my personal vision, that I can look with those kinds of eyes, that I see that beauty everywhere, beauty before me, beauty behind me, beauty on all sides of me. There's that poem, Lord Byron. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright shine in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired that nameless grace which waves in every raven tress, and softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek and o'er that brow, so soft, so calm, so eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, yet tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. The Lord Byron had a very bad reputation, very bad boy reputation. And I think that this highlights his appreciation for this ephemeral, ethereal beauty that walking among us, he was able to recognize us. We can all recognize beauty, and that's, I started off with a poem about grief, and I think we can transition through grief to an appreciation and see that we live in beauty. We are surrounded by beauty, there is beauty within us, and we have that, we can experience that same connection which has inspired all the great poets and thinkers and people in our past. Thank you.